What up, y'all? It's your boy East One LB. As you guys know, the Detroit Pistons lost to the Brooklyn Nets, 109-101. Salute to y'all for the W. Y'all actually lived up to y'all name, man. Y'all was getting nets, y'all was getting buckets, y'all played harder than us, and y'all deserve to win. Point blank, period. And this just goes to show on any given night, any team, anybody can lose to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And but let's get to it, man. The reason we lost this game, and I don't care what y'all say. Y'all can say, oh, back to backs, they was tired, blah, blah, blah. I'm blaming this game on Andre Drummond. He's getting all his money. He's getting the most money on the team. He's getting 130 million, well over 20 million a year. He's supposed to be the leader. He's supposed to set the example, and he's not setting the example at all in these past two games. And I'm going to go back to the Knicks game. The Knicks game, first half, y'all can recall, I think he had 9 points or something, or 8 points and 9 rebounds. Second half, he come out and he had nothing. He didn't do shit for real in the second half. All he did in the second half was fucking miss hook shots, put his head down, get back on, come back down on the other side and don't play no defense whatsoever. Or he was bitching and complaining to the referees the whole fucking time instead of getting back into the play and making things happen. You know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. He think he's an offensive player now because he feels like he's been working on his jump hook. He feels like he's becoming an offensive player now, so now he feel like he's entitled to getting the ball on almost every fucking play. And no, you can't be thinking like that. You has to be our defensive anchor. We don't need you to score like that, bruh. We don't need you to score like that, bruh. Just look at tonight. Look who was doing all the scoring. Marcus Morris, Tobias Harris, KCP, even though he was missing threes here and there, but he was scoring too. And the bench, they gonna be all right going forward. They gonna be all right. Once Reggie Jackson come back, they gonna be all right. And then when he come back, that's more scoring. We don't need you to do that, dude. We need you to be our defensive anchor, protect that paint, and grab rebounds and score when the ball just land in your lap or when somebody sets you up. We don't. Then that's another thing that pissed me off. We come down the court, Ishmael got the ball, Andre in the paint raising his hand, and when the ball don't come to him, he get the pouting and shit, you know. And then he's still not playing firm. He's playing loose with the ball, so when guys swipe at him, he's losing the ball, he's flopping around. He playing soft. I was one of those guys that never wanted to admit that I seen Andre play soft, or you know what I'm saying, because people was calling him soft, and I always come to his defense. And I was one of the guys that always stepped out there and tried to defend this guy. I was in front of motherfuckers like, hey man, Andre he's the best center in the NBA, boom, 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 real center in the NBA. Man, I was out there, I was defending this guy. So for the people on my last video that I just put out at halftime calling him a bitch because he's playing like a bitch, I'm not stepping down for what I was saying. I'm not stepping down for what I was saying because I'm not a dick sucker. If I had a favorite fucking rapper and my favorite rapper came out with a trash song, I'ma say that fucking song was trash. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a real nigga, so I don't give a fuck about your dislike. You can suck my dick. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like what I'm saying, you can get the fuck on. I know a lot of motherfucker other people that want to watch my shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I speak facts. I don't just tell you what you want to hear. You know what I'm saying? Fuck. That's why I'm different from most. I don't tell people what they want to hear. I tell shit. I keep it real and what I see from my point of view. And from my point of view, Andre Drummond playing like a bitch. But like I was saying, Andre think he's an offensive player now, and he don't want to play no type of defense whatsoever. This guy don't come to help out. When somebody blow past Ishmael for KCP, he don't try to come and help them out and block the shot. He don't. You know what I'm saying? He just stands there. Go back and watch the game if you recorded it, please. There's plenty of plays where you're going to see Andre Drummond just standing there letting guys lay the ball up without him even attempting to block the shot whatsoever. He's not even jumping. And then when we do try to make a comeback or something and they put the camera over to the guys high-fiving and getting motivated and shit, where do you see Andre? You don't see Andre in that snapshot at all. He on the bench somewhere with his head down, looking like a straight bitch. Looking like a bitch. I'm sorry. That's what he playing like. He playing like a bitch. And the thing is, man, he needs to realize, man, you're going to have to make some sacrifices, man. This whole team, everybody on this team going to have to sacrifice their game for the betterment of the team. You know what I'm saying? If we want to get farther in the playoffs and hopefully go to the not the Super Bowl, but the finals, we're gonna have to make sacrifice. You know, everybody gonna have to find something they really good at and stick to it and do that. Like KCP good at defense, boom, he good at transition, get out transition. That's when he can get his scoring. Reggie Jackson, pick and roll, boom, boom, boom. He can attack. He can learn. He can pass out of the fucking pick and roll. So I ain't trying to hear all that shit y'all talking about. I know what the situation is with Reggie Jackson, man. I already know what he was doing in his first year as a starter. He was trying to prove himself. But I already know what he can do. Pick and roll, boom, boom, boom. He can stick to that. Marcus Morris, when you want to get some easy, quick buckets, isolate him, boom, boom, boom. You can use Tobias Harris in isolation too, boom, boom, boom. Tobias Harris, he don't stand in one spot. He actually cuts, and boom, boom, boom. You can isolate him. He can cut, boom, boom, boom. Give him the ball there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody pitch in where they pitch in and fit in at. The Pistons always been a team first and teamwork, and you know what I'm saying? A team first kind of team. We don't really care about a guy getting 20 points a game or 18 points a game or stats and all that shit. We always was predicated on playing together. And you know what I'm saying? And Andre been looking selfish these past 2 games. Mind you, it's only been what 5 games now we have played. I know it's the beginning of the season. But I'm going game from game. Like I said, I'm going game from game. And that's how I'm gonna do it. I don't care about it being the beginning of the season. I'm going game from game. When you do a preseason, when you do a preview, you know what I'm saying? You previewing that game. So when the game is over with, I'm gonna give my opinion from what I'm seeing. And hey, I see Andre Drummond playing like a bitch, and he letting his teammates down. If Andre Drummond would have came to play in this game, bro, we would have won this game. If he would have came to play, I couldn't finish the game. My TV went out because I got direct TV and something was going on with the system and shit. So I couldn't, like, 3 minutes into the third quarter, my TV went out. So I didn't get to see the rest of the game like most of you other people seen. So I don't really know what happened after that. But I was seeing people tweet on Twitter that John Lure was playing down the stretch and Aaron Banks was playing down the stretch and all that shit. They deserve to play. Stan Van Gundy should have been pulled Andre. You got to make an example. Because if it was anybody else playing that trash, they'd be at the end of the bench. So you got to make an example out of your best player. And the guy that's getting the most money on the fucking team. Said his ass, he should have took him out in the first quarter when Brook Lopez was going to work on his ass. Should have took him out in the first quarter and put his ass back in the fourth quarter. You got to make an example, man. You can't play favoritism just because he's your best player. You got to make an example. You gonna treat the guy that been sitting on the bench the whole season like that? When he get in the game and he get an opportunity, he fuck up and you set him back on the bench. You do the same thing with Andre motherfucking Drummond. So I wouldn't be surprised if Andre Drummond don't even start next game. That's what I would do if I was the coach. I wouldn't even start him the next game. I would play him, but he got to sit out at least 7 minutes of the first quarter, and he got to come off the bench. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm not buying that motherfucking back to back. You see how we was coming back in the second half of this game. I seen the score. I couldn't see the game, but I was seeing the score. We obviously came back because we at one point we was down 21. We was coming back. It's not nothing to do with motherfucking being tired or nothing. It's everything to do with Andre Drummond punking out, curring out on his teammates, being a bitch. And like I say, man, Ish Smith didn't help us out. We need Reggie Jackson back, period. Yes, Ish Smith might run the team better. But at the end of the day, Reggie Jackson, like I said, I said it once, I'm going to say it again. This team is going wherever Reggie Jackson is going to take us. If Reggie Jackson take us to the second, if we go to the second round, it's going to be because of Reggie Jackson. If we go to the finals, it's going to be because of Reggie Jackson. Not because of Andre. It can be because of Andre. He can play a huge part. But he got to play defense. We don't care about the offense. Andre has to be our Ben Wallace. We don't go to the finals without Chauncey Billups. As good as Ben Wallace was, we don't go to the finals without Chauncey motherfucking Billups. And that's why I say Reggie Jackson is the key to this damn team. He's the key to this team. And games like this and last night's game against the Knicks, let's be honest, we got lucky in that Knicks game, to be honest with you. They was missing shots like a motherfucker. And part of it was us playing good defense and part of them just missing shots, you know. So we got lucky. But this team goes with Reggie Jackson takers. Ish Smith is going to play a huge part of us getting to where we needs to be at because he's going to run that second unit. And let's be real, man. Stanley Johnson, dude, really? What happened? You was balling in the OVO tournament. You started off trash in the summer league, but then you picked your play up. You looked pretty good. What happened? What? What happened? Like dude said on Twitter, like one of my men said on Twitter, man, he look like he belong in the D League with Ray McCullough and them. He don't belong on this team right now, man. He look ass. No confidence whatsoever. He don't even want to shoot, dog. That shit, he look horrible, man. He look fucking horrible. You don't look like the best player in the draft, bro. You look like the last player in the fucking draft. And that can even be a motherfucking problem. You don't even like you shouldn't even enter the draft. You look horrible, dude. I don't know what your fucking problem is, but you need to get it together, dude. But like I was saying, we lost this game because of Andre Drummond. Andre Drummond would have came out with that fire, playing defense, letting it be known, like, no, we ain't having this shit. We probably would have won this damn game. But Andre Drummond gave up all them damn plays in the beginning of the game. Getting torched every which way by Brook Lopez. Guys coming into the paint with no regard because Andre Drummond not protecting the paint. I keep telling you motherfuckers this. He's not protecting that paint. I seen it last year when Isaiah Thomas and them, all these damn point guards kept attacking the fucking paint because Andre Drummond don't want to block shots. I mean, it was one play in this game, Brook Lopez, boom, 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 trying to give him a few moves. Andre Drummond leaning back instead of leaning forward, trying to block his shot. He leaning back and give up an easy layup. Like, what are you doing? Why you leaning back? So, Stan Van Gundy set that example, man. That's all I got from this game, man. Marcus Morris, KCP, and Tobias Harris, they did their thing in this game. Even though KCP missed some shots, everybody missed shots, whatever. They did their thing in this game, so I can't get on them. I can't bash them. Everybody else can kick rocks, man. They ain't gonna play. And it's like I say, still getting into the season, but come on, y'all know the problems we have with the Denver Nuggets. Like, come on. We can't beat the Brooklyn Nets. Y'all think we finna beat them? We can. I know we can. But if Andre continue to look like this, got a long road ahead of us till Reggie Jackson get back. Because we had Reggie Jackson in the game. It don't matter how Andre playing this game, to be honest with you. He could have played exactly how he played today. Well, if we had Reggie Jackson in the game, it would have been a different game, man. It would have been a different game. Point blank period. So we got to wait until he come back. And hopefully things pick up and continue to, you know what I'm saying, roll. Hopefully we around 500. You know what I'm saying, by the time he come back. And we can continue on the road. But later on, y'all, I gotta go to bed. I'm tired. Like I say, man, Andre, you gotta come back. You gotta be better than this, dog. You gotta be better than this, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta be better than this, man. That 2020 game don't mean nothing to me, dog. Period. I don't give a fuck about that 2020 game. She was kind of ass in that game too, in certain points in that game. If you go look back at it, so I ain't trying to hear that shit, nigga. Next game, you better come out with that fire. Period. Or bench his ass. I'm gone.